Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
That's it, baby. We go right.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And let's take a look at the Steeler offense.
Out wide was the youngest player in the NFL in 2017, Juju Smith-Schuster. And he also had the longest reception in the league last season at 97 yards. Actually well-schooled in route running and able to run from both outside and moving inside to the slot position in order to make big plays.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Off play action. Stacy. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
You ready? Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Let's go, dude. Tighten up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
60 out long. 54.
On third down, Winters. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On first down, Stacy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Operating from the gun, Stacy looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So that'll back them up 5. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Following the penalty, it's Geis. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. From the gun, Stacy. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. On first down, Winters. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Stacy. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Darius Geis with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it's capped off by a Darius Geis touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Raider first down, 17 yards. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Now the starting lineup here defensively for Pittsburgh. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Here's 2nd and 8. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Right. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Right now, from the gun, he'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 10 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. As this unit comes back out there, let's focus in on Darius Geis. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Was trying to get it to Darius Geis out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down. Back to the air on second down. Stacy. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. Stacy. Wide open receiver complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Looking to throw. Stacy. He'll run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. To throw on second down. Stacy looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moran. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. On 1st and 10, Stacy. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Moran. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Stacy. Flush to his right. He may try, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. To throw is right. Off play action. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
60 Pittsburgh.
Looking to throw on second down. Stacy, catch made by Slayton. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Steelers on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 5. Defense. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation, but instead they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Right. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Right on 1st and 10.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. To throw on second down. Stacy. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Steelers on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Stacy going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Right. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
7 yards there and a first down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Check.
Now right, operating from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Wright, looking to throw on 2nd down. That's complete, right around the 8. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 15-yard touchdown grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 2nd and 9 now. That's complete to Slayton. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Moran. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Ready? Mike 54. Here we go.
Throwing on first down. Stacy, he'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Watch a slap.
2nd and 3. He's going to take off with it. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the gun, Stacy. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Stacy sliding out of the pocket. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 1. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to throw. Right. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
This fielded at the 2.
Here we go. Here we go.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. The final, 22-10. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
Last stop. Last stop.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle, and that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, and that is incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
2nd and 15. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Right now, from the gun, he'll throw. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. What can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Stacy. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum
I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 33 and a first.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So it's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a run with Geis. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Looking to throw. Stacy, he'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stacy going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Stacy. And an alley to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Come on, set. 60 out long.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun. Stacy firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Back to throw. Stacy, that is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. To throw is right from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Fielded just inside the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stacy got his man complete over the middle. It's Moran. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st down, Stacy. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stacy. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. And
caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From a yard out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, they sucked the defense in with a play fake, went over the top.
And I know from past experience, when offenses do that, a lot of times the defense guys are screaming at them, run the ball, run the ball. The offense doesn't really care. They got 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right?
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. Back to throw. Stacy. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stacy. Rush coming, and he's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Stacy throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing on 3rd and long. Stacy. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Right, throwing on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. 3rd down, here's Geis. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this one wasn't easy. You had an East Coast team, Charles, going west, playing a night game, but somehow they were able to get the job done.
Yeah, when you talk about playing a night game, they're closer to being sleepy because of East Coast time with their bodies when you're kicking off to play the game. So that's a real big accomplishment for them to get that done. The flip side, too, is traveling home in the old days. You had to wait to get the video for your next game. You had all those. So you were really a day behind. Now the video's on their computers as they get